Hi everyone, so today I have a really easy dessert recipe that has fiber and protein in it. So today we'll be making 2-ingredient black bean brownies. And just like the recipe says, you only need 2 ingredients. So today we'll have black beans and a brownie mix. If you're feeling ambitious, you can go ahead and make your own brownie mix, but for today, for simplicity, the box mix is fine. So our first step, we're going to take the black beans and we're going to puree them in a food processor. Now you don't have to drain your black beans, you can just open the can of black beans and dump them in. Now this step is important because you really want to make sure that the black bean mixture is smooth. The smoother the black bean mixture is, the less you'll be able to taste it when you actually put them in with the brownie mix. I did think about if you would be able to make this recipe without a food processor. I think you can. I think if you have a potato masher that has kind of a wide surface area, so not the wiry ones, but the one that has more of a flat surface area, I think you can get a pretty close consistency for the black beans. It will take a little longer, but I think it's possible. So our next step is we're going to incorporate the black bean mixture with the brownie mix. Now the really great thing about this recipe is that these are the actual only 2 ingredients. Even though the back of the box brownie mix, they do recommend you use oil and water and eggs, you don't add them in this ingredient list for this recipe. So I like to pour half of my brownie mix and then half of the black bean puree, just so it's easier to incorporate. And you're gonna stir them together. Now before I started this recipe, I did preheat my oven to the directions according to what kind of pan I'll be making. So for the rest of the directions, you're pretty much just gonna follow what's on the back of your box brownie mix. And while this is mixing, I would like to tell you a little bit about why I really love legumes. So black bean is a legume, and legumes are high in fiber, they're high in protein, they're low in fat. They're a really great addition to really any meal. You can make them savory, you can make them with sweet dishes as we're seeing here. They're very cost effective. They don't cost a lot. They are a nutrition powerhouse with their fiber and their protein, and they're low in fat like we said. And they're readily available. You can really find them at any grocery store, and there's a lot of varieties. So if you tried a type of bean when you were little and you didn't like it, that's okay. I would say really try to venture out and try a different kind. Okay, so that is incorporated, so we're gonna take the rest of the brownie mix. If you have a mixer, like I do behind me, you can certainly use that as well to speed up the process. And if you can see, the black bean mix is very smooth. It's almost a batter consistency. That's what we're looking for. I really like this recipe in the fact that if I have somewhere to go, an event to be at, or a party to go to, and I'm in the grocery store and I can't think of what to make, or I forgot to write down the recipe, this is easy enough to remember because it's only 2 ingredients. So you don't have to stand in the middle of the grocery store and look for a recipe. You can just remember black beans and a brownie mix, and you can take it home and make it. All right everyone, our brownies are done. Right when they were done cooking, I took a toothpick about 2 inches from the edge and I slid it in. When the toothpick comes out clean, that's a good indicator that your brownies are done cooking. You do want to let them cool. I know it's tempting to dig right in, but if you put frosting or ganache on them, if it's too hot, that will slide off. So it is important to let them cool down. Thank you so much for joining me. Please try this recipe. I hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to like Healthy Rhythms on Facebook for more recipes, fitness tips, and nutrition tips. Remember, healthy eating can be fun and delicious.